Okay, remember when I said that Ivara's build would work really well with Ivara Prime and that it would translate perfectly? Yeah, it translated really well. But since then I have made a couple of changes to Ivara just so that things can work out a little bit better, because I get the feeling that the build that I had before was not necessarily the best build in the game. So here we have Ivara. We're going to be jumping into Prowl right now so that we can steal a couple of bits and bobs. But in the meantime, we're just going to shoot them in the face. Oh, ran out of energy. As always, if everything goes to crap, feel free to use the WarFrame. So then of course the big question is, what is the build that I am using for Ivara Prime? And Ivara Prime has a pretty simple build really. It's actually a ZERO Forma build, which is really good because leveling her up from 0 to 30, it took a while. But effectively, here is the build. We have Intensify as opposed to Transient Fortitude, and the reason why I'm using that is because I don't want to neg on that duration too hard, otherwise we're going to end up with negative duration, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Otherwise, we're using Fleet and Expertise, and the reason why I'm using Fleet and Expertise as opposed to Streamline is so that Artemis Bow doesn't use a ton of energy like before. That actually turned out to be a bit of a problem when I was playing around with Ivara. So whilst my quiver doesn't exactly last for a particularly long time, it's around about 10 seconds I believe, at least the Artemis Bow does not just waste through all of my energy like that, so that's really good. Otherwise, everything else is more or less the same. Constitution, Prime Continuity, Infiltrate, and Power Vigor Stretch. Everything pretty much is hunky-dory. Now, in terms of survivability, we're going for Redirection because Ivara actually got herself some extra shields as part of Ivara Prime. So that's pretty good. It means that she has the same amount of shields as Mag, so in much the same way that my previous Mag builds would use Redirection, we're going to be using Redirection. In terms of the Arcane, we could go for Aegis or Barrier. I think Aegis is probably better since Ivara doesn't have something like Polarize, so that's probably a good idea. Or alternatively, that could be an argument for Barrier. Either way, both of these Arcanes are going to be pretty good for Ivara. And just Initiate Siphon on the Aura, because why the hell not? Now, of course, the other build that needs to be looked at is the Artemis Bow Prime, which apparently is the name that they're going for now. So I've actually put in 3 Forma for this build. You can probably get away with 2 Forma if you don't want to use Prime Cryo rounds, but I want to use Prime Cryo rounds because that's extra damage. So we're basically relying again on Hunter Munitions like before. We're relying on using Poised Strike Vital Sense to turn this weapon into a sort of crit weapon. Ultimately though, I still think 62.5% crit chance for something like Artemis Bow is a bit on the weak side, but it seems to be alright. We're still able to one-shot those Corrupted Heavy Gunners, no problem. And we could also one-shot those Corrupted Heavy Gunners with relative ease if we were to use Concentrated Arrow on Ivara as opposed to something like a Power Quiver or Infiltrate. So right now I am just using that because I want a bow that can spread while I have a bow that can explode, because I can use the lens while in Prowl because my lens has Hush on it. So without further ado, let's just get into it one more time. We're just going to be using Prowl to steal hopefully some energy from these Corrupted Heavy Gunners. Doesn't seem likely though, this doesn't seem to happen a lot. Oh, but there we go, we got ourselves some energy from that Corrupted Heavy Gunner, so that's pretty good. Let's just keep them all here so that I can just shoot them with my lens. I guess my final thought is I was really hoping that with the Ivara Prime access coming out, that DE would actually do something about, say, Noise Arrow? Because Noise Arrow is kind of functionally useless right now, so that would have been really nice. But otherwise, I think Ivara looks really good. In fact, I think Ivara looks a little bit like a MILF. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Do you think Ivara Prime is good enough? What do you think about Noise Arrow as well? Do you think it needs to get a bit of a change? I'm thinking maybe a Turret Arrow, or even better, Armor Reducing Arrow. That would be pretty good. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more WarFrame content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye! Hey guys, just a quick production note. So I've just been editing this particular video using DaVinci as opposed to using Premiere Pro. the audio is still edited using Premiere Pro because it's a lot easier to do that, but when it came to the visuals, the cutting and all that stuff, I actually did it in DaVinci. So that's basically, this is DaVinci that you can see right here, and that's what I've been using to cut the video. So I don't know, let me know what you think about that, I guess, but it's just a weird production note. Also, real quick, I noticed that a lot of my videos lately have been just straight half-an-hour recordings of just shenanigans that have been happening in Railjack. If you like that, let me know, but I tend to try and avoid something like that because I don't know, I just feel like those videos are probably going to get really boring really quickly, especially as people actually prefer to enjoy Railjack by themselves. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, otherwise I'll see you guys later. Bye!